Welcome to CP Biology Semester 2, Spring Term. If you go to your Canvas page dashboard, you're going to see Published Course for Biology. You're going to click on that. When you open this, it'll come to the home page. Canvas is your go-to place for anything for my course. Here is the Zoom link that you can go to the virtual meetings we have each day. Down here is going to be the link for your schedule for the day. Here is the link to the policies for the semester. Here's a description about the course in general. We cover all biological systems, content, information. So you can look at what topics we will cover, which is biochemistry, information transfer, genetics, evolution, and taxonomy. Those are the expected content for the remainder of the semester. Here is the link to the announcements for North Central. And then office hours, I'm happy to meet with you whenever you need me to. There is also time designed inside the schedule for us to do the same as well. Here's the best contact for me, which is my email address. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see that you need to be aware that Skyward is where your grades are kept. Canvas is not a grading system. It's not where your grades are stored or your current grade that you would have in a course would be. You need to look on Skyward. If we go back to the top, we're going to see 3 buttons on the right. The current lessons is going to be where we're going to go to every day, first thing, to look at what we have scheduled for the day. The class resources, in the past I've used that for past content that we've covered, which may be where after we finish a week worth of information or something to that nature, I'll store them under there. Live lessons is where you're going to find the same link that you see here for your class period. So it's not going to be too complicated. Really, you need to just keep your eyes on current lesson. So what I wanted to do is try to keep everything in the same spot. So current lessons, where I'm going to try to put everything you need. And like I said, the class resources would be something that we've already done, that if you need to go backwards, you can go back there and look. So here is the link to the Zoom meetings, which you would click there to go to your class link. The virtual schedule, which is right here for you to see. This is virtual, so when we come back to in person, this will change. We'll see that when that happens in a couple of weeks is the plan. If you come down here, you're going to see that I've made the calendar for the rest of the year, which I have daily lessons, and then in these weekly links, you'll see that they're all linked already, but there's only content started under week 1. I put this little emoji guy here so you can see which week we're under, so you're just going to go and click on that week, and then it'll list all the days of the week. And each day I will give a topic that we're covering. I do want to go back because there's a couple more things on this page. You're going to go on down to the bottom, and right here I list all the assignments that have been given so far. What I want to show you is, for example, I gave you a survey. And that survey was just to get some information from you, so I didn't expect you to, if you didn't do it, that's fine. I'm not counting it as a score, and there is no due date. The next thing on here is the vocabulary words. There are 13 of them for 13 points. It's due by the 6th, but if you happen to be behind or whatever, I'm leaving it open till the 8th. After the 8th, the assignment will close and you will not be able to submit it. The atomic structure, that's the page that we did together of the boxes that had what it looks like on the periodic table and some additional information showing protons, neutrons, electrons. That's worth 20 points, and it's due by January 8th. If you happen to get all caught up in too many things to do, you have an extended date of the 15th, but after the 15th, I will not accept it. This PowerPoint here is just a practice to see if you understood what we covered on Wednesday. If you want to look at it, you can. It's not worth any points, and it has no due date. So don't get all stressed out about things if it doesn't have to be done. That's a choice you're making. I will have things for points. I will have things for extra credit. This stuff down here is just to show you additional things that maybe you want to have a quick link to. So I have the semester policies, I have access to digital textbook, I have videos on here, I have pictures of the atomic structure that I wanted you to see, another video, notes that we're covering on Wednesday. So this is all information to help you, but not necessarily something you have to turn in. Again, if you are not familiar with Canvas, over here on the left is a calendar. That calendar will also show you due dates. If you go back to home, you'll also see due dates on the right-hand side. See how it says due? These are the 2 assignments I've given you that are coming due that you can click there and do those assignments because it says to do, right? You can also see it on your dashboard. On your dashboard, it's going to list what you have to do up here as well. So there are several places that you can look to see what is on your calendar. I will not expect you to turn something in that I did not put as an assignment for you to turn in. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to today's lessons. I'm going to go to current lessons. We're going to the first week. We're going to go to Monday for introduction. And then we're going to look at first thing to do is the classroom policies. Classroom policies have not changed much from the first semester, but I just want to go through this. The best way to communicate with me is through email or through the inbox on Canvas. Canvas is going to be our go-to. I did say Google Meet on here, but as of Wednesday, we're switching to Zoom, so I will have to update that. The course description, same thing that we saw on the previous slide, just talking about within this course, you're going to learn about biological content, and we will have reading, projects, different kinds of activities to do. Google Meet, originally, again, was supposed to be where we were going. All this is still the same regardless whether we use Google or Zoom. So Wednesday we'll switch this to Zoom. This is a platform we're going to use throughout the year, especially for those who are, if we're hybrid, some are at home, some are in school, and then we have a group that's still virtual. So that will still be our means for communicating for our live lesson. You are required to attend on every day. Attendance will be taken, participation as well. I will be grading that as well. We will not spend more than 20 minutes. If we do, I'll find ways to make that up to you to give you additional support and time. You need to be engaged in doing the lessons. If you miss class, I'm making a video just like I'm doing right now. Classroom policies are to be cooperative, respectful, attentive, and prepared for class. Pretty much my biggest rule is always to be respectful for classroom rules. Discipline, we haven't had a whole lot of discipline issues this year. If we happen to have those problems, it'll be school policy. You'll get referrals or something to that effect. That it depends on what whatever the issue is. We'll have to address it at that time. Assignments, you are expected to turn in assignments. I will be expecting them to be turned in on time. If you happen to turn in an assignment that you didn't turn anything in, it was a mistake or something, I will make a note back to you and you will be given the opportunity to turn that in again if you need to. Due dates, like I said, I will be locking those by the Friday of that same week, or if it's assigned on a Friday, it'll be the following Friday. Grading system is as school policy, so that's not an optional for any teacher to change that, I don't believe. If it is, I'm not changing it, so it's the same as what the school provided. Grading policy, I'm going to be grading these areas of content: tests, quizzes, labs, projects, homework, in-class work, participation. You're going to be based on a point scale, so whatever those points are worth, that's how many points you'll get for the maximum points for that assignment if you earned it. But all of these together are combined to be 80% of your overall grade. 20% of your grade is held for the final exam. So keep that in mind. And this may look different for a second semester than it did first, because the whole goal is to get us all back into school. Gradebook, like I said, Skyward is your grading place. It is not Canvas. Canvas is not the official gradebook. Skyward is. Cheating and plagiarism, this is directly copy-pasted, and in quotes, from your handbook for school. There is no tolerance for that, so keep in mind that that will be a problem if that happens. Okay, I'm going to go backwards again to look at our next option. This is the survey that I just want you to finish, and this survey is just asking questions about, what do you think about first semester? What do you expect out of second semester? The next topic is to do the online textbook. I am going to click here because I want you to see. These are the steps you're going to follow. If you have trouble, here is a link right here for you to be able to follow Mr. Lance, who made a video for you. So be sure you watch this video if you need extra help with doing this process right here. All right. Next, this is the start of our topic of biochem. So biochemistry is talking about chemistry of life. How do things work in the body by chemical processes? And we'll be talking about that. So the last thing on our list is to do the vocabulary. Now I gave you the link to how to get to the online textbook, and I would suggest you make it a saved spot if it doesn't automatically come up when you click on your portal app, so that you can easily access it if you need to. Here is the vocabulary, and if you don't want to use a textbook, you don't have to. You can actually go online and look for these words. They shouldn't be any different, but I am going to click on them because there's one in here that we need to make sure that you're on the same page. But while we're here, this is the assignment here. When you open an assignment at this point, I'm hoping to find a quicker way and an easier way to do this. This is my copy. This is my document that I am sharing with you. I am sharing it so you can see it, not so you can write on it. So what you have to do is go up to File and make a copy, and then you can write on yours. Once you complete yours, you're going to go back to the assignment and submit it. I'm not a student, so let me show what it looks like as a student. If I look at it as a student, I have a submit button. I'm going to say submit, and either if it's a file I need to upload, you can do it here, or if you're going to your Google Drive to link it, you do, and then once you do, you hit submit. Okay? All right, let's go back again. I'm going to leave this spot. I do not want to be in student view any longer. So that's what I say in here too on this link as well, that you need to make your own copy. If you look here at the bottom, you're going to see I put a due date of the 6th. This is for everyone in CP Biology. It's worth 13 points. You can upload a file. It's available from January 4th until January 8th. If you do not submit it by January 8th, you will not be able to submit this assignment. So keep that in mind. And that is all the content for today. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a great evening.